Hello, Plaintiff
Care
Abby speaking.
Emergency Benefits Validation Section, Abby speaking. How can I help you?
Hi, Abby. I'm just wondering
Hi, how are you?
Hi. I'm still wondering why it's taken so long for the CRB benefits to come in.
May you provide me with your social insurance number and I can take a look into your file? May I have your first and last name?
Christopher James Clue.
I can confirm that we have received your documentation. However, at this time, your file is still in the queue waiting to be reviewed.
How many years is this supposed to take?
Fortunately, I can't provide a timeline. It won't be years that the review process takes. It's a first in, first out basis, so right now, unfortunately, I don't have a specific time frame.
Yeah, you guys keep saying that, and so I've been Googling around trying to find other people that are in my boat, and there's not a lot of people out there that are having this problem that I can find. So I can't imagine this list being a very long list if there's nobody out there talking about, you know, the complications of trying to get this, right?
I can't comment on what's on Google and online. However, I can just advise you that due to the high volume of applications the agency has been receiving, we are working as fast as we can to review them.
But there doesn't seem to be a discussion in the online world that there is a long, you know what I mean? Like,
I understand.
like where am I supposed to sit here and think? You know? Because like today's the 28th. You know, obviously rent's due in 3 days. I've maxed out my credit. I've borrowed from everybody that I can possibly borrow from. And I think I think legally speaking, as of Thursday the 1st, or no, sorry, Friday the 2nd, I will be handed an eviction notice and I will have to get the fuck out of my place in 10 days. Pardon my language, but I'm just really frustrated right now because I am going to be homeless in 10 days from now.
I understand your frustrations, and I wish I could expedite your file. However, at this time, there's nothing that I could do to expedite the file.
Is there somebody else I could talk to about this?
You can request a supervisor callback, but I will let you know that the supervisors cannot do anything to expedite your file. They are only going to advise you what I've been telling you.
You know what I think is going on? And don't take this personally. This isn't you. You're just doing your job. Like, don't, you know what I mean? I think there's something on, maybe you don't even see it. I don't know what it is, but I think I've been flagged as something that, you know, call it, that will never qualify or whatever it may be for whatever information. And that I'm just getting yanked around. This is like the polite way of saying, sorry, sir, you'll never get it. But if you keep hoping and waiting, maybe. And then maybe, you know, because I've been waiting for months.
There are other people in the same exact situation as you are.
But I can't find anybody.
You aren't, well, I can't comment on that, but you aren't alone in this situation.
So you can't comment on it, but that means you do know something.
I can't comment on anything what's online.
But do you see where I'm getting at? You know, because I'm trying to find out other people that, you know, like how are they going through this? You know, like, am I alone and waiting for this long? And when I can't find anybody, it's like, you know, because like everything I find goes back to like basically October, November when it got started. You know, like there's holdups back then, but we're talking, you know, we're June. We're like 9 months from the start of this.
I understand your frustrations with the waiting process. However, keep remaining patient, and you can call back into the agency in a week's time.
I will be homeless by then. I won't have a place to call you from. You know, like, do you not understand that?
I understand, and unfortunately, I can't do anything to expedite your file.
So this is just another government blah blah propaganda bullshit tactics. Like, this is just bullshit, you know? Like if let's say, I, as far as I'm aware with everything that I've gone through, I qualify for this, right? So it's not like I'm trying to get something out of nothing here. I think maybe there's just some I don't know. I don't know what you guys are seeing or what's causing it to stop. But I would like to know what that is so I can address it.
New approach. So with CERB, there was no eligibility criteria. It was just, pretty fast, easy money. However, with the new benefit, you have to prove your eligibility in order to receive the benefit, which you have submitted documentation. There's nothing else right now that you can do on your behalf, only to keep remaining patient.
Yeah, and I get that because, the first bit was, and then the frauds and whatever else, and people that probably shouldn't have had it or got it, or, I get that, and I get why this process will take longer than, but do you get where I'm getting at? Where I waited until I think it was March to first apply because I really did not want this, right? But so I applied for the first one for January. We're talking all of 2021 here, where I'm sitting here,
I understand. However, just keep remaining patient, and hopefully a review officer will contact you soon. Can I confirm your address?
Sure.
For your contact number. 780.
That would be correct.
I will let you know that a review officer does not email or text. They call only, so be mindful in answering no caller ID calls, 1-800 numbers, or Government of Canada, as it may be your review officer.
Yeah, you see, this is one of the tricky bits. I'm very frugal about who I give my number to because I do not like to get spam calls and all that stuff. So I really do not get those calls.
Okay.
The only number I've got one other number, but I got it I like to let it go to voicemail, so I can do the reverse phone number lookup thing, and you see where that's a bit of a.
I can just advise you to answer any calls that you receive, as it may be your review officer. If you feel that it is a fraudulent call or you're worried, you can call back into the agency to confirm that a review officer has been trying to contact you.
Yeah, I suppose that's fair enough, and I guess for what it's worth, it's I don't get a lot of calls outside of my phone book. But nobody calls, so yeah, I agree. I will do that, but what am I going to tell my landlord? I got to tell him something.
I don't have any answers of what to tell your landlord. Just keep remaining patient, and.
So is that what I tell them? Should I tell my landlord that be patient? You know what I mean? You see, that doesn't make any sense to me. It's such a, and I get this is what you're told to say, but it's a cheap cop out way of avoiding addressing the problem. It doesn't help me at all. You know what I mean?
All I can advise you is that your file is in the queue waiting to be reviewed.
Do you see anywhereabouts where that I know you guys keep saying you don't, but what am I supposed to do? I'm at the end of my line.
I wish I had answers for you. Just keep remaining patient, and hopefully the review officer will be in contact with you soon.
This is disgusting. This COVID scam is just bullshit. And it's...
Is there anything else that I can help you with today?
Again, take no offense because this isn't an attack on you or anything, but you guys have not been helpful in the slightest since I first called. You know what I mean? It's just been the same old, just wait, keep waiting, hold on. And because remember, I'm borrowing from friends and whatever else, and I'm telling them I think I qualify. I don't see why I wouldn't. And that's why they're, okay, well, they'll get paid. What am I gonna? I'm burning my fucking bridges down here over here, The
review officer will deem you eligible or ineligible to receive the benefit.
You're talking in circles.
Unfortunately, I can't do anything again to expedite your file. Just keep remaining patient, and you will be contacted. But I do understand your frustrations with the long waiting process. Hopefully, you won't have to wait much longer.
Well, I've got a couple of days.
Is there anything else I can help you with today, or clarification on anything?
So in 10 days from now, what do I do?
You can call back into the agency to check on your status of your...
So let's say in 10 days from now, I'm homeless, I got my cell phone on me, and I'm talking to you or one of the other representatives, and I'm saying, I am now homeless. What is your response to that? Let's roleplay here.
Unfortunately, you would have to reach out to a social agency. I can't
A social
provide
agency?
you... I can't provide you any information. Just keep waiting, and once your file has been reviewed, you will be contacted.
So that is what you will say to me when I'm homeless, to be patient and wait for my file to be reviewed.
There would be support in your local community, I'm sure, that you could reach out to.
Yeah, and trust me, I've looked into certain things, and they're all either... They've canceled their programs since the COVID because they're getting overburdened, and everything is sort of directing itself back to, you got to get those benefits. Those benefits are what pays your rent and your food and keeps you kind of floating until things get sorted out. You know what I mean?
I understand.
Like, I've had police officers come over to my house to address certain things about this matter, and they've, their network is broken. They don't have the services that they used to have a year or so ago. They don't exist.
I understand that you're upset with the frustration. Hopefully it will be resolved as soon as possible.
Yeah, right. I don't think it will. I don't believe it.
Is there anything else I can help you with today?
I suppose there is not anything you can do to help me.
Well, I hope you have a nice day.
Yeah.
If you have any other questions, be sure to call back into the agency.
I don't think you'd be able to answer them. All it is, the answer to all your question is be patient. A representative will eventually review your case. That seems to be the answer to all questions.
We are working as fast as we can to review all the files.
Well, like I said, I've been looking online, and again, like, I believe there are people in the same boat as me, and I do believe that list versus the amount of, say, resources that you have to address, will slow things down. But I do not believe it's going to take 6 months to address these.
It's due to the high volume of applications.
And there's no evidence to support that.
Unfortunately, I can't comment on what's on the internet. I hope you have a nice day.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a great day. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, well, if there's nothing you can do, whatever.
You can call back in next week.
That won't do any good. I doubt I will call you again. It's a waste of time.
Thank you. Have a nice day.